Hello, everybody. I have another cottage build for you. And this one was inspired by a home that was just down the street from a friend of mine. And growing up, we always used to go by this house, and I really liked the roof line on it. So I say inspired by this house. However, I did go online to look at another one that was smaller because the house that it inspired me is pretty large and I'd wanted to do a smaller cottage. So I went online and found one that was very similar. So that's really what this is based off of, but it's inspired by a real life house that I've actually seen. So with this cottage, I wasn't exactly sure how I wanted to do the roof. The home that I had seen, as a teen, I guess I should say, uh, I had a roof like you're seeing right now, um, but it was on the second story, and then it had like a third story that jutted up. It was pretty interesting looking house. However, I couldn't get it to work for me, so I ended up changing it a little bit, but I like the finished product. Um, I didn't change it a lot. I mean, that's the good news. I got it to work a little bit. But I ended up doing just one story instead of I wanted to do kind of maybe like an attic area up above with a ladder going up, but that's what I couldn't quite get it to work the way I wanted it to. But I think it's cute the way it is. And I will say the hardest part about this lot was building on it because you have the cliffside behind you, and so the camera keeps trying to bring you up. So I don't know if I'll be building on this lot again. I may build some homes for this lot, but it might be done somewhere else. So I had some trouble trying to figure out what windows to use here. I wanted to not go with the typical cottage look. So I tried a bunch of different ones and then eventually settled on what you see on there now. Um, you'll notice you didn't see me putting those on. I forgot to hit record. I've been doing that lately and I apologize. I'm going to try to do better. That's all I can say. Is I am going to try to do better. So, decided to work on the kitchen and I wanted it to be an L-shaped eat-in kitchen. And I just couldn't figure out the cabinets and what I wanted to do with them. But eventually I do. And I think it looks really cute. I love these open shelved cabinets. I really, really wish that Sims would create just a couple of, like, maybe two or three basic kitchen cabinet sets that work together. Uh, and have these open shelves that you can throw in. I think that would be nice. I'm hoping this new kitchen set has some stuff that maybe we can mess around with a little bit, but I'm not going to keep my hopes up. Maybe in the next game, right? Though I know there's controversy on that. I'm just saying I don't think it's a Sims 5. I'm going to go with that, and that's all I'm going to say about it. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear them. But I don't think it's The Sims 5. I think it's something else completely. All right, so the living room, I kept having some issues with trying to figure out how to place this. I wanted it to be small. I wanted it to be cozy. I refused to add more space to this room. And eventually I got it. I got it all figured out, and it ended up, working out well. And I absolutely love this sofa. I think I've used this in a couple of builds now. Uh, I know I've used it in a upcoming build where I do a challenge. I think I'll have that posted on Friday. So I went ahead and did the James Turner generator, tiny home generator challenge. And yeah, as long as the video recorded. I've been having some video issues and I haven't checked that one yet. But if it did not, I am going to redo it. And if it's not up Friday, it'll be up the next Tuesday. I promise. It just took me, you know, 4 hours to do it. I'll be very sad if my video didn't work. So anyway, I've decided, put in the kitchen table, put in some decor over here. I went back and forth on quite a few things for this area, but I really think what I put in is what's going to work well. Um, in my mind, it's an outdoorsy, person. They want their different boots and shoes for different weather. They want something they can hang their stuff on easily and something they can throw their stuff on easily, right? At least that's me. So I decided to add in, some good clutter. And if you see right there, that's the moment I realized I was trying to put artwork up where the bathroom door was supposed to go. I have my moments, okay, guys? And that was one of them. All right, so with the bathroom, I did want to keep it kind of simple, so just your standard fixtures. Uh, Kept with that country type theme. So I used the cottage living tub in there. And then this bedroom. My original plan for this house was that it would possibly be maybe either a couple with maybe a teenager, or a couple that's their kids have grown and moved out. And this was the moment that I kind of realized that I was going to go with the latter. So this is a house built for a couple whose child has grown and moved out. However, they still have everything set up for them to come visit, etc. So, what I've tried to do though is create a space where you can either use either room as the main room and then the other one is the guest room. Just depends on if you want the computer in your room or not. So, this room I'm working on now, I'm going to consider the main bedroom for this couple because in my mind the maybe the wife or the husband are avid computer people and they like to be on either chatting or writing or something, and in the real world you would prefer not to have the computer on in your bedroom while you're trying to sleep. So I know I overthink this stuff, but you gotta have a storyline behind your builds. So this one I turned into the guest slash office room. And originally I wanted it to be blue. And I was going down that path. And then I went brown and decided that would work much better. And I actually used carpet in these rooms. I normally don't use carpet. But I wanted to put some in this build. I have no idea why. I just did. So maybe it's adding to the cozy vibe, but I didn't use carpet in the main areas. It's all wood flooring. And I did not put tile flooring in the kitchen. To me, some of these older cottages had wood flooring, and we're talking the original floors. So that's my thought process on that one. All right, so kind of just going through, adding in more decor. Again, adding to that cozy feel. and really making the place feel lived in, but not too lived in. One of these days, I'm going to make this really messy house just to see how much stuff I can put into it. Let me know if you want me to do that. All right, so of course, every kitchen needs some clutter. My countertops have stuff all over them. I have my air fryer out. I have all of my cooking utensils out, spices, oils. I don't want to have to go hunting for things that I'll use on a daily basis. So my kitchen counters have stuff on them. I'm lucky that right now my apartment that I have, the microwave is over the stove, because I would have a microwave on my counter and have no space to do anything because I don't have much counter space. All right. So anyway, back to the build. Um, this is the part where I play with these windows, play with the curtains, because I could not figure out what curtains to put in here. I ended up just putting some sheer ones to kind of add interest to the wall, but not block the window. So, and I know they're kind of high up, but I didn't want to move them. I liked the way they were from the outside. And I just figured, you know what? You're going to have your TV there. You're not going to want the windows down farther. So it works. Right. And just doing the outside work now. I I had a couple ideas. I knew I wanted the chicken coop and a garden area, but I had no idea what else to put in this thing. So you'll see I kind of play around with a few things. I do really like how the front entryway turned out. I've cut a couple, okay, I've cut a lot from what I did with this build, mostly because I went back and forth so much, like with the roof and with, other various things. So, and like I said, as you can see, that roof changed quite a bit. I can't remember if I actually got that filmed or if that was part that I had thought that got filmed and didn't. So out here, I realized this wall just looked so bare. And I'm like, you know what? Let's put in a cute little like flower stand, workstation, that type of thing. And I think it works. I debated about adding like a cover over it, but I decided not to. I'm like, we'll just pretend that, it's like a deck. It's sealed. It'll be fine. And it's The Sims. I mean, it doesn't matter. So, one of my new favorite things to do is definitely add some rocks into these areas that feel more like country. However, I have been doing it in some city-ish type builds as well. Um, and I think it just adds to that feel. Maybe I miss it, but I don't see a lot of other builders using them as much when it comes to the country builds. But that's okay. All right, so here's our finished house, and I'm going to walk you through it. So here's our living room area, looking into the kitchen, and another view of the living room. Now I'm just doing photos this time. Again, my video is acting up. I tried like 4 times to video this stuff, but it didn't work, so I gave up and did pictures. So the bathroom, and I really like how this turned out. It looks almost like they're like, I want it blue, but I don't want to tear the tile out. So, it looks, again, lived in. And then the, guest bedroom slash computer room and the main bedroom. I really do like that plant. It looks bigger than what it is in that photo, but that's okay. And then the outside area. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this build. If you do, make sure to like and subscribe. And you guys have a wonderful day. Bye now.